Welcome once again to another episode of the Love Approach Project podcast. This is your host, Laura Gutierrez, and today I have the privilege of interviewing one of my dearest teachers and mentors, Lama Tendar. Welcome, Lama Tendar.
Hello, hi. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too. And today we are actually going to take advantage of this time with Lama Tendar to talk about compassion because it's such a needed virtue in our lives, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lovely. So, Lama Tendar, let's get right into it. What is
So,
compassion?
compassion, of course, it's a big topic,
Yeah.
and of course, it's very important and in our life, and have some good heart and compassionate person. So it's but most people and really what is the compassion is they not much understanding.
Mm-hmm.
So this point of view, compassion is an meaning like three wise description as well.
Okay.
So compassion is and and through our experience and to journey our life and have and compassion is if we practice compassion, then how we can and benefit and for day, or we can and through this way we can and advantage of have compassion in our heart.
Mm-hmm.
But then without compassion, then what so kind of we are and our life as well our quality. So this way we see as through disadvantage of without compassion. So this point of view that we all need and compassion for our human beings and all the sentient beings and eventually all living beings
Mm.
and for and compassion is suitable. So and have compassion. That means compassion is through the training and need to train compassion. Otherwise, we have compassion is unbiased compassion, two things, and biased compassion. So we almost everybody some good heart and loving kindness and love each one another and love this my friend, my love my parents, my love children. That's for everybody has innate nature and their mind. So and so the great compassion, so real compassion, something you really practice. So that is actually we need to cultivate in our mind. So we need to and like reach the unbiased compassion. That means we reach the for others and to the exchange. And first we of course we need to develop for ourselves. Then we can expand to for others as much we can reach for others. So like even though this and so reaches all sentient beings.
Yeah.
So able to do that, so we need a training through the and cultivate. First, we need to and kindness thoughts and kindness. So we kindness is namely and loving kindness. Then this loving kindness is with kindness. Then affection, and we love affection, and then we cherish affection. Then we have and slowly and exchange and to the to see as ourselves and then see and as others is like some more important.
So, like
So
putting ourselves in somebody else's shoes.
yeah, so
Yeah.
that way, so through this way we can experience. So this way, so we can see as our and so we can able to do that. So that's why so we need and cultivate and compassion. So then this compassion is slowly and we unconditioned love for like yourself and love for everyone, not just for just for oneself or we just like friend or that, but
Yeah.
you can strange people, and then we can eventually reach our own enemies and enemy whatever we mind is some there is no enemy but mind is we create so sometimes we and to like and one is we vision so that called we enemy and one is so attachment so that two things unbalance our mind. So this what compassion is there is no version, there is no attachment, just like ego. We can unconditionally, whatever you can practice. So through the practice, you can actually your mind is expanded to, and gradually, slowly, and through your own experience, and through this way, you can more and to closer to, and to other sentient beings. So, so this point of view, the compassion is actually is a spiritual and real the realization is the spiritual path. We're talking about spiritual path. So that is the main spiritual practice is really need compassion. So without compassion, so there is no achievable. So it's the real the compassion is the key for and realization. And a Buddhist point of view, that is the real the and a Buddha Dharma is, and to the we and develop compassion, great compassion, so that called bodhicitta. So that is that we can overcome the harm to others. So overcome the harm to ourselves as well. So this why so compassion is and eventually brings poor and poor mind is more peace and more happier, more joyful because there is no on opposite.
Yeah.
So the oneself is really good heart. They're surrounded by other people. There is no and harm each other. You see.
Yeah.
So the ones have people whoever have compassion, that person is so and to more and more beneficial for surrounded by your friend or your family, and then and he or she can expand to the world. So so this why so the world is almost and from you receive from you and all the time some kind of good energy and good positive energy through your loving kindness compassion so that that other sentient beings and that receive from you. So then that means your one day or 1 hour you can some meditation and meditate love for and in your mind that seeds plant the seeds as yourself plant the seeds as well you can plant the seeds for other living beings so that your and and your and vibration that compassion energy is and can mind is your mind is so and mind is so power like consciousness. So this mind and this consciousness is and to related to the all sentient beings. So this why so all sentient beings through your good mind and good heart can benefit all sentient beings. So that point of view and your life is as something can benefit and like that means meaningful life as well that some useful through this way. So you see as yourself more joyful and as you see as your practice is and compassion and so and so this way can be very beneficial as well.
And so we can make compassion a daily practice.
Yes, that's a way definitely we need to if really beneficial and we really want to do. And in this life, we need and develop compassion.
Yeah. How can compassion help people who are really stressed out or anxious?
So this because very and people stress ancient, so that means that they focus like more on themselves,
Okay.
and they can't see as so as there are so many other beings, other living beings suffering.
Yeah.
You see, sometimes we just this ancient is means something more, some kind of focus ourselves. Then this and because mind is so like narrow mind, so this small mind is created to that then ancient and so forth.
Yeah.
But instead you can and see as other living beings, they are and see as they are good and good human beings, as well see as yourself suffering is compared to others. So your suffering is so you can see as very small and insignificant.
Yeah.
So that point of view you can see as you can able to something do something. You see?
Yeah.
So that means and focus to others, then you more yourself more relaxed, more and you can able to and your stress or your ancient is can be very illuminate.
Yeah. Oh, Lama Tendar, thank you so much. I would love to know if you have like one last message for all the audience, because I know many people are starving for this kind of information.
So I think so all and my last message is we are all human beings, and we have all the opportunities, and we all the and this for the and precious this mind and body, and in this life has the everybody has the access of for the and choice, they and make their own happy and joyful life, and as well you and we talk about they have their own develop and wisdom and compassion. So everybody has that, no need to any kind of and material, any kind of no need involved. So that the nature mind is they have potential. So this way, so they can make and easy to, and they just need to find out that.
So we just need to go within.
Yeah, within and to that recognize and meet them. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, Lama Tendar, thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
And everything
Yeah.
and to success, and I wish for benefit for all others. Okay.
Thank you, Lama Tendar.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye. You want to say goodbye?
Bye.